Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, July the 10th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and before we get to our Skycam imagery this morning, let's take a look at the latest radar. We do have a few showers already popping up this morning. As a matter of fact, showers continued throughout much of the night, but we have one shower that's approaching Leeds. Most of these three showers you see are moving eastward. One approaching Leeds, one just to the northwest of Talladega, and then one over there just to the east of Mount Cheaha. Skycam imagery this morning, there is Mount Cheaha, and no rain falling there, but if we could turn the camera over to the east a little bit, we'd see that shower. Across Jasper, we've got a deck of clouds, and clouds pretty prevalent across central Alabama as a result of all the rain that we had, or not all of the rain, but the showers that occurred. We have some leftover clouds. And then there's a rather calm shot as we look out over the river, the Tombigbee River at Demopolis, and it looks like we have a bug on the lens as well. Surface map this morning. We're still dealing with that old frontal boundary that is still lingering around the Tennessee River Valley, but otherwise it's mostly a high-pressure situation across the eastern half of the country. In the upper atmosphere, as we saw yesterday, the little troughiness along the eastern coast of the U.S. has begun to pull out, and indeed it has as the ridge has gotten stronger, and that has prompted the issuance of a heat advisory for today, as heat indices are going to be getting up to the 105 to 110 range. And heat, whoa, that's just plain the story. Look at the large area of morning temperatures around the 80s in Oklahoma, North Texas, and parts of Arkansas, but just a large area covered by all that yellow, which is 60s, even up into the southern part of Canada. And across central Alabama, because of the clouds, notice places like Birmingham 79. So we're, the cloud deck helping to keep a blanket of warmth across the area. The quantitative precipitation forecast, or QPF, continues to show a minimal over Texas because of the ridge, and of course they could really use some rain. And across this area, it looks like the sea breeze effects, and across Florida, and the tropical moisture that's in place there. And then we see a little bit more of rain up the southern Appalachians, where there's a little bit of orographic effect. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk for a large area of the upper Midwest, stretching from about Chicago back up into southeastern North Dakota, and then down to the southwest into extreme northeast Colorado. That area pretty much stays in the upper Midwest, with the area becoming a little more elongated, but certainly a long way from us. And National Hurricane Center, just not watching anything of any suspicious nature in the tropics at the moment. We do have a few clouds here and there, but nothing that really is all that exciting. The 06Z GFS model run this morning, and there is the reason for the heat advisory. We're under that ridge, and the 594 heat bubble has burst onto the scene today, and it looks like it'll be here tomorrow as well. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see a heat advisory in effect for tomorrow as well. So if you have outdoor plans, just keep that heat in mind, especially if you're out working. We see a little bit of reduction in the 594 contour. That is, it kind of disappears, but the ridge still very, very strong on Tuesday. Wednesday, we see a little hope. We've got a little bit of a short wave moving through the ridge, and a little hope that we'll see a few more clouds maybe hold temperatures down a few degrees, and perhaps give us some rain. By Thursday, we see that little short wave is translated into a little bit of a weakness in the ridge. And once again, that may help to enhance some showers. I don't think we're going to see huge coverage, but certainly perhaps bring the probabilities up just a little bit. And that migrates to the west over southeast Texas on Friday, which puts us back to the possibility of scattered showers. 594 returns on Saturday, so look for the heat to be there. And then finally on Sunday, a week from today, we do show, once again, a little bit of a weakness in the 500 millibar flow, which once again could help to enhance our shower possibilities. Looking out into voodoo country, the GFS has now continued for the second day to show the possibility of troughiness on the eastern half of the country, with the 594 contour way over into the western U.S. over the Four Corners area, and that would certainly be a welcome relief to us. That would certainly at least knock the temperatures down, say, into the lower 90s, and then the overall long wave pattern seems to stay there through the 25th, so that's at least somewhat optimistic. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Extreme video. I expect James Spann to be back from his little hiatus, his little vacation to the Gulf Coast for tomorrow, so he should be back in the saddle once again with the latest version of the Weather Extreme video. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.